Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Nass and I'm here to welcome you to the 2020-2021 school year at home. So this is a weird day one, right? It's different than we're used to. I'm here to help you get started with Schoology and make sure you know where you're going. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is go to gasc.org. Then I want you to go to Students and Class Link. So ClassLink is a single sign-on. It's going to allow you to have access to a lot of resources that you're going to need at one click. Now, my computer went straight in because it's pretty used to going this path, but you might have hit a login. If you get a login, it's your normal login. So it could be 21MNAS, and then your password is going to be whatever you normally use to log into the computers at school. If you're having any kind of login or tech issues, we're going to go to Service Desk, and I'll show you how to do that at the end of this video. So just hold on one second. So from here, Class Link, I want to make sure you bookmark it. If you're in Chrome, you're going to click on this star and then name it Class Link and make sure you add it to your bookmarks bar. Once you have that completed, we're going to scroll down and go to Schoology. So while this is loading, I want to remind you that Schoology also has an app, and the app can be installed on your phones. That's super helpful because during this time this year, it is likely that you're going to be taking scans or pictures or PDFs of assignments and wanting to upload them directly into Schoology, and your phone is really useful for that. So if you have a phone and you can download that app, you should go ahead and do that. So good, we're logged on to Schoology. Let's get started. There'll be other videos talking about Schoology more in depth, but I just want you to know where to go on day one. So step one is courses. Click on My Courses, and I want to show you how you can reorder courses. So if I click on this button, it's going to allow me to move my courses up and down so that I have easier access to the things I need up top. So I want to take you into a sandbox course so that you can see what a course looks like from a student view. This one is English 11. If I'm in my course, the first thing you're going to notice over here is upcoming. So here I have Zoom meetings and assignments and discussion boards that are due. Make sure you're paying attention to this line over here. If I want to see a more calendar-like view of what's going on, I click on the calendar icon, and I can see it in calendar layout. Now that's just for this course. If I want to see a more global calendar layout of all my courses, on this top line, I can click on the calendar here and get a more global look at my calendar view. If we look at the layout of the folders, all your courses are going to be set up essentially the same way. You're going to have a headquarters folder, and that's where you always want to start. That headquarters folder is really important because it gives you access to your teacher and gives contact information. It's really important that you know how to contact your teachers, right? It's also going to have your course outline and syllabus and important DASD information like acceptable use policy. It might also give you access to your course novels and texts. Now, if I go back, go down to Zoom meetings, this folder is going to hold your Zoom schedule and it might have Zoom links in it, and it's going to also hold Zoom recordings. Now, if you happen to miss a Zoom or you just want to go back to an old Zoom that has some teacher lessons in it that you just want to review, all of those recordings are going to be housed here for you. Once I go back, I'm going to get into the meat of the course under marking period 1. Now, each marking period is going to be divided into weeks. So as I scroll through this, you can see that laid out. I'm going to go ahead and go into week 1. So week 1, the American Dream. Every course is going to be set up with an agenda first. That agenda is going to cover objectives and tasks. So that way you can learn how to chunk your work and figure out what's all going to be due in that week, and you can know up front. As I scroll down, you're going to see the actual tasks. So you'll see pages, you'll see assignments, you'll see discussion boards. That's all the content of the week. I'm going to go back into the sandbox. And I want you to note up here, this is a mailbox where you can get messages from teachers or your librarian or anyone else. So make sure you're checking that to make sure that you don't have any messages today. I also want to show you, if I go back to your courses, I want you to look for West Library. This is where you're going to access all of your resources. So you want to make sure you're in this course. Now, most of you should already be enrolled, but if you're not enrolled already, you can go ahead and join the course. Here is the access code. Take a pencil or pen and write this down now if you're not already enrolled. The access code is PWQ94-7ND48. And you're going to see a lot of me there. We're going to be talking about onboarding modules, and that's something that you're all going to have to take together. And we'll get into that. But just know for now that this is where you're going to access the onboarding modules and access your resources. All right, so I promised you that if we were having trouble and we needed to access Service Desk, I'd show you how. If we go back to the DASD homepage, and I'm going to go to District Home, I'm going to scroll down, and you see Tech Service Desk is the first quick link. If I click on this, you're going to get to the Assistance Center. I'm going to go ahead and log in. This login should be your regular login. And from here, I'm going to be able to do a technology request. So the technology request is simple. It's just going to walk through and ask what category you are and what exactly your request is. In my experience, they get back to you super quickly and can answer the questions. But we don't know if you have a problem if you don't submit a request. So this is how you get helped out. So guys, what I did today was I helped you get into Class Link. We bookmarked Class Link. Then we got into your Schoology pages. We looked at courses. We saw how we could reorder our courses. We got into a sandbox course to see how every course is going to be laid out. In there, we looked at our calendar, and we could see how we could get to our Zoom links, because that's really important, and our teacher contact. And then I showed you how to use the Tech Desk if you need help at all. So guys, once again, I'm Mrs. Nass. I'm your librarian. Welcome, and I hope you have a wonderful year. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. It's mnass@dasd.org. Have a great day.